Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick point-to-figure chart review of the Nasdaq Composite. A roaring bear market going on at the moment. And the Nasdaq's been taking out those downside point-to-figure chart targets. We can see after this really huge reversal at the top here, we activated the 13,300 downside target. That was recently met. And there's a couple of more downside targets here. We can see some smaller ones here. 12.9. Very close to meeting that. Actually, it is meeting that 12.9. On an intraday basis. And then we've got two more. Is 11,100 is another downside target there. So there's quite a lot of risk in the market with two downside targets. So the next two to watch out for is 12.6, 12.3 and 11,100, another 13% drop. However, there is a trend line here, point-to-figure chart trend line to deal with. And will be interesting to see if we're going to get a rebound in and around these trend line support zones to be tested. But so far, still a solid downtrend based on point and figure. And we can just put a point-to-figure trend line there. You can see there's also the trend line to the downside, confirming that we currently have a nice bear market rally in the Nasdaq Composite, the 100 by 3. Now let's turn into this to looking at the 60-minute point-and-figure chart. Gives us a bit more feel for other targets to look out for. 12.8, 12.650, 12.450 and 12.375. So these are the cluster of downside targets on the 60-minute 25 by 3 downside point-to-figure chart there. So you can see the lots of resistance, overhead resistance to get through if you're looking at these point-to-figure chart trend lines. Now what we're looking out for is a 75-point reversal to the upside to signal the end to the current trend. So as soon as we get an X down there, a rebound from that, because it's very close to meeting these downside targets, sometimes you get a trend reversal in and around the targets being met, that will signal the end to the current sell-off. But we're not out the woods yet. There's some nasty targets there. Really big one of 11.75. But we've got to get through these 12.8, 12.650 and 12.450 downside targets on the Nasdaq Composite. So not out the woods yet, but the index looking out for that point-and-figure chart reversal to the upside to signal the end to the current trend. So what I'm looking for here is a 300-point reversal to the upside on the Nasdaq Composite to change the O to an X, and that will signal the end to the current trend. But so far, met the 12,900 target, 12.6 is next, and 12.3 after that downside point-and-figure chart targets. Until next time, happy point-and-figure chart trading. Bye for now.